everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is actually episode 1 of a brand new series that I'm going to be bringing to you guys entitled Back to the Beauty Basics, and I'm going to be taking you step by step through steps in my makeup tutorials that I tend to rush through a little bit. Today's topic that we're going to be focusing in on is actually wing liner. I'm going to be covering how to achieve a perfect wing line with a liquid liner as well as with a pencil liner. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So starting off, you're going to need your eyeliner. First up is going to be our liquid. This is NYC's liquid eyeliner, and the color is 887, and it's black is what you're going to see. They have one that's like a black pearl, something like that, but I don't like it at all. And for our regular pencil liner, this is actually by Essence Cosmetics. I chose both of these because they are both under $5. Now I use a ton of different liners, but this is just to show you, you don't have to stick to just one. Just use what works. So starting off with your liquid liner. So what we do starting off is just wipe a little bit of that excess off on the rim. And any product that you dip, you never want to pump because you never want air bubbles to go inside. Now, the common thing that I see with a lot of people whenever they put their liner on is they want to start from the inside and go out. And that works for some. I've never been able to do it that way because it always, even if I manage to get one eye good, the other eye won't turn out right. You can control how it ends. And if you can control how it ends, you can make both eyes close to even. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Where your eye ends, you want to just go up, and you can go up as high or as low as you want to. It doesn't matter. You can do a small little baby line to start off with until you build your confidence and then go from there. So now that you have that line drawn, next up you want to turn that line into a triangle. So how I do that, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. This step, don't stress about. I just make a small line going the opposite way. Sometimes I connect it, sometimes I don't. So from that point, I fill in my triangle. Make sure to fill it in. At this point is when you can connect both those two lines if you did not connect it before. The trick with a wing liner and with liquid liner is practice. There's no shortcuts. Doing this once or twice every now and then on special occasions to me is a mistake because it's kind of like gambling. Practice it every day. By the time an occasion comes where you actually need it, you're going to have it down just like nothing. So after you have actually filled in your triangle, and you're just going to make a straight line starting at the very corner of your eye, and everything you want to get as close to your lash line as possible. So you want to start as far in as you can and as close to your lash line as possible with this. This should be the thinnest part of your liquid line. And you just make a straight line going over. Let me turn that way so you guys can see it a little better. That's actually it. And you can stop it there. You can make your line thicker, whatever you want to do. The options are actually limitless. You can aim towards your eyebrows, that's fine. Just right out the side of your eye is where you want your first line to go. Your second line, you want to make sure to make that into a triangle. And your third line, start at the middle of your eye and work your way over. Everything else is just filling in and making sure there's no gaps. Black is always my go-to. I love it tons, but you can do brown, you can do blue, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just remember your 3 steps. Line, triangle, line, and you're done. So next up we will actually be using our Essence pencil to do the same exact thing. Now this one's a little bit harder because your pencil, I made sure not to sharpen my pencil because I don't always have it sharpened. So what you're going to want to do is do the same exact thing, starting your outer corner and make your line going up. So for this, never be afraid to actually touch your face while you're doing your makeup. These are some of your best tools. Now if you try to go with, like I did with the very first one, if you try to just go up, 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 with this, you're going to have a blunt line. For a little bit more finesse and to get it a little bit more even, you want to just gently lift your eye. That's all you do. Pull at the corner. And you don't want to pull up because you'll have a line going up. You just want to pull out and up. You're going to want to pull up and out and then draw your line. Just remember, make sure to practice. Practice is going to make perfect, promise. So next up is our triangle. We're going to go over with our triangle. That's the triangle right there. And after you've made your triangle successfully, you want to make sure to fill it in. Still same steps. So now that we got that all filled in, get as close to your lash line as possible. And now we are going to do our line. So you're still going to make sure to pull on the side of your eye and start in the inner corner as close as you can get it, and just make that line going over and fill in. And that is it. No fancy tricks, no big steps. If you see something, if you see that you've messed up somewhere, if I haven't filled in enough, get in there with your liner. Don't be afraid of it. And if there's two, you see how it looks a little boxy out on the side, just swipe it with your finger. Swipe it and that'll get rid of it. But whenever you're practicing getting comfortable with everything, the sky's the limit. Whether you're doing a liquid liner or a pencil liner, it's no pressure at all. Just take your time and practice, and whenever you actually need it and whenever you actually want it to look good, you'll have no worries at all. I hope that this video helped you guys even a little bit. If you have any comments or suggestions for future Back to the Beauty Basics video, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye bye.